Hello everyone, so the June 2017 recap just came out from Join Squad. Pretty much going to be going over my first impressions of the recap that Squad has been working on, and we're going to see what we have in store for us in the future. So kicking it right off the bat, they're talking about how, they've started moving on to more bigger projects. They've added more people onto the group, onto the team, slowly growing, so they're at 40 full-time developers, and then we jump straight into modding. Now, this is a big thing. So a lot of the communities have been waiting for more mod support, being able to load mods, share mods, and play mods. And it looks like they're actually going to start working on it. So this is the first look at kind of what it's going to look like when you upload mods, share mods, and play mods. So you can create a mod, you load it to the Steam Workshop, and then you can share and download and play mods. So I can't wait for that. It's going to go straight on the Steam Workshop. Add custom multiplayer maps from the Steam Workshop and stuff like that. But yeah, create, load, and share mods. Very important because there's a whole bunch of people in the modding community that are waiting for this feature so that we can start playing modded content. And at Squad Ops, we have a lot of ideas for what we want in our Squad Ops mod. So that's coming soon. Can't wait for that. That's going to open a whole new door to a whole bunch of new content. The next thing that they talk about is that they're moving on to other platforms off of the Squad platform. They're talking about having a ship combat game or a zombie post-apocalyptic shooter. So they're moving on to other games as well. Off of the Off-World core, which is kind of their template that they're using. The first of which, as we talked about earlier today, is Postscriptum, which is a World War II FPS, which is using the Off-World core, which is one of the first games to use the Off-World core. So if you didn't see my Postscriptum video, go ahead and check it out. They just released with the what is Postscriptum video, and I kind of reviewed it, talked about what I was excited about. But yeah, Postscriptum is the first example of the Off-World core. Excuse me. All right, moving on to art and cool stuff like that. They're doing a lot more mocap, so this is kind of stuff where we can see what animations they're working on. So right here, it looks like they're working on the bipod animations. I can't wait to see how the bipod is going to look when you move dynamically within the game. It looks like they're putting a lot of work into it, so I'm really excited to see that. This is dragging, obviously. So what is he dragging? Probably another player. So it looks like dragging is coming. Maybe not soon, but it is coming. Looks like they are working on the animations for dragging. But yeah, I know a lot of medics and a lot of players are asking, like, let me drag the guy out of the open so I can heal him. So looks like they are working on that. So that's awesome to see. Moving on to transitions, they're updating the UGL or the grenade launcher animation, because right now when you switch to the GL, you put the weapon down, you pick the weapon back up. But in this video, you can see them fire the weapon, and then he will switch smoothly to the GL simply by flipping the front sight up for the GL and then loading the tube. So a lot smoother than normal. And then also, they have zeroing on the GL now, which is incredibly important. Zeroing on the GLs and the rocket launchers, as they said, are coming first. Simply because, right now, to zero with the GL, you got to like kind of eyeball it and then raise it. And it's really funky. But now that we can zero the GLs, it'll look a lot more clean. And it's going to be a lot more easy. It's going to be a lot easier for Grenadiers to hit their targets once they get accustomed to the sight. But yeah, awesome to see that those are coming to UGLs and rocket launchers. They're working on shotguns. They tabled them for a while because they're working on other projects, but they are bringing shotguns back now. Really cool new animation. Looks really smooth, as always, very polished. But yeah, the M1014 shotgun and the KS23 shotgun will be coming soon in the future. The TOW launcher and RPG-26 renders looks like they're making new launchers, static launchers, which is awesome, and then the new RPG tube. So that's cool. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I'm not too excited about these because they're just launchers. I'm not really crazy about the launchers. They just updating the vehicle animations for loading the Dishka and the SPG techie. The SPG techie needed a animation rehaul. It was a really weird reload, but it's good to see that they're fleshing all this out. And then the 50 cal. Yeah, I thought the 50 cal animation was pretty clean to begin with, but yeah, it looks like they're just touching it up. Cool stuff. As far as maps, now this is a very important and awesome look at the new maps. So they're working on FALLUJAH now in full force. So they're going to be cranking out this work, and I hope they can get this done fast because I love the urban combat. Al-Bazrah was a great map. Everyone loves to play Al-Bazrah because it's such a different feel. It's a pretty unique map in Squad right now, and FALLUJAH is hopefully going to bring that next level of large-scale city combat. However, as you can see on this map, they also have the urban centers, but they also have the outskirts and the industrial. So you kind of get different flavors of the map. You have this kind of more open area, and then you have like an industrial, bigger buildings rather than just the residential room-to-room combat. So really cool to see how they're making every map unique, and within the map have unique sectors. So that's really cool to see. Moving on, they're working on Narva, which is, they're making good progress on Narva, so I can't wait to see how this is going to be in-game. It looks awesome. It's a mixture of, like, urban combat and city combat. There's, like, trees. It's a little bit more open, but there's a ton of buildings, so it's going to be awesome. It isn't as densely packed as Al-Basra or Fallujah, but there's still a crap ton of buildings, but you still get that green feeling, that kind of, there's a lot of trees and concealment and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty cool stuff in this update. I think the things I'm most, recap, not update, most excited about are going to be Fallujah and Narva, the 2 new maps, and then the dragging teas, and then the zeroing on the weapons. Those are my 2 most important things. And then for squad ops, it's going to be the modding, obviously. Modding is huge because we're going to be able to do, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to see everyone cranking out mods because there's a whole bunch of people who are just dying to get their hands on a mod to play. And so now we're seeing the first iteration of you being able to create, load, and share mods on the Steam Workshop. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes them to push this stuff out. I imagine if they're teasing it in the recap, it's going to come within the next month or 2. So I'm excited. Can't wait. Yeah, let me know in the comments what excites you the most about this monthly recap. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.